Good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's broadcast of high school basketball here on the Golden Bears Sports Network. Tonight we've got boys high school basketball for you. It's Bryan taking on Archbold. And speaking of that, take a quick look at the Northwest Ohio Athletic League boys basketball standings. Archbold is tied at the top. I should say Archbold. There's no I in that name. Archbold is tied with Evergreen at the top of those standings with a 2-0 league record. Archbold has the better overall record. They are undefeated coming into this game. And you know, sometimes you get a second chance to get a marquee win. Bryan got one of those chances early on in the season against Ottawa Glandorf. They lost that one, but now you've got Archbold coming here, a chance to win a big game in the league. Yeah, no, not even them just being undefeated in the league. As you said, they're undefeated, overall, and they're ranked #1 in the AP poll for the state of Ohio right now in Division III. So, that's a tough task. They were led by some great senior leaders and, a new coach this year, which is an interesting story. That's right. Joe Frank is a first-year head coach, the head coach at Archbold. He takes over for Coach Krause, who had coached there for 34 years up until stepping down at the end of last year. But Frank coached under Coach Krause for all 34 of those years and even served as a JV coach as well. Yeah, he's a good guy. I'm glad that Archbold went in-house to fill that position because, it keeps that consistency, that continuity between coaches. And, Archbold does not show signs of letting up under a first-year coach because he's really a 35th-year coach. And obviously a huge game as far as the Bryan Golden Bears are concerned. This game will start in about 5.5 minutes. In the meantime, we'll take a quick break and come back for more of a preview of the game here on the Golden Bears Sports Network. It's pretty obvious that there is a huge inventory of trailers at Jason Deach Trailer Sales in Edgerton. But what you can't see is how many parts they have available. Axles, brakes, doors, fenders, hitches, hinges, electrical, lighting, suspensions, tie-downs, toolboxes, tires, and wheels. If it's a part you need for your trailer, you can get it online or in person at Jason Deach Trailer Sales on the east side of Edgerton.
One thing that hasn't changed here at Bryan Ford Lincoln is our commitment to service. It's in everything we do. It's in our mission statement. Our goal is simple: customers for life. Kick back in our newly renovated service lounge or business center. We pick up and deliver throughout the local area at no charge. So the next time you need service on your Ford or competitive make vehicle, come out and see us at Bryan Ford Lincoln and see why we've earned Ford Motor Company's President's Award 7 times running.
Back here at Bryan High School in this edition of high school basketball on the Golden Bears Sports Network. Bryan boys get set to take on Archbold here in just a moment. Now, they'll announce the starting lineup shortly. One thing I should point out is, last time we were here for a boys game against Swanton, the lineup did look a little bit different. It's going to look a little bit different than it did that night. You're going to have Connor Arthur back in the starting lineup, Titus Rower also in that starting lineup. But really, with the case with Brandon Fisher's team is no matter who is starting, you're going to see some guys come off the bench, and usually you're going to see those guys come off the bench and perform well. Actually, yeah, you're actually right. It's nice to have 7, 8 guys that you can rotate in and out there in that starting role. And, Archbold's bringing a little bit of height tonight, so maybe they're starting some of our taller players against the streaks. And I like how he keeps mixing it up. Going to find that right lineup to head into the big time of the league season. And early on in the season, it was expected that Brandon Fisher was going to go to basically a forward, not forward heavy, but a system that focused heavily on getting the ball inside to the big man. And they've really done that, and especially in the last game we did, Reese Jackson was able to put up 19 points. He's having a pretty good season. Yeah, Reese has really grown from year to year. He's done a great job this year, and then when you put Titus Rohr in there as well, gives them a double threat down on the post, and we'll have to see how they match up against Archbold. Archbold's tallest kid is senior Rigo Ramos, who those of you that know BMU know pretty well. His mom Sylvia works at BMU, and he's going to Bowling Green to play baseball. He's a stellar baseball pitcher. He's super, and I'm super excited that he's going to be a Falcon. May see him on the baseball diamond at some point during the spring season. Yep, absolutely. He's Archbold's #1 pitcher, and he's tough. He throws really hard, and he plays good basketball too. And speaking of those big men for the Golden Bears, we talked a little bit about Titus Rower. We talked about Reese Jackson. Another guy that he's in the starting lineup tonight is Connor Lemons. He's been productive as well, so it's nice to have those three big men that you can go to down in the low block.
Yeah, and I watched Connor Lemons warming up just a little bit, and he was hitting a couple of threes from pretty deep, so it's nice that he can shoot that as well.
Golden Bears, in the games they've won, they've had to rely heavily on their defense. We'll see if that defense can hold their own tonight against a really good Archbold team.
Well, I mean, Archbold's going to run and gun with it, and they are going to be a tough team to match up with. And, you know, Bryan's going to have their hands full tonight because this team is loaded. And, you know, Bryan's just going to have to play their game, try to disrupt Archbold's tempo, and try to get get some points on the other end. The key here, you know, you're gonna be able to play defense against these guys, but you've got to shoot better from the offensive end of the field.
Three players come into this game for Archbold averaging double figures in points per game. Those are Austin Wimkin, Jerome Williams, and Rigo Ramos. Wimkin averaging just over 15.5 per game. Williams averaging just a shade under 14 a game. And Ramos right at 11 points per game. We got about a minute and a half before this game gets underway. We'll have the national anthem and the announcement of the starting lineups in just a moment. You're watching high school boys basketball on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
For over 40 years, Bryan, Ohio has been home to the only import vehicle repair specialist in Northwest Ohio, Suburban Auto. Whether it's an Asian or European vehicle, Suburban has the knowledge and experience to keep your import or domestic car running strong. Do you have a hybrid vehicle that's acting up? Suburban is your one-stop hybrid repair shop. Don't be fooled by the one-size-fits-all repair shops. There is no substitute for experience. Come see the import repair pros, Suburban Auto.
The academic advisors at Northwest State are here to help you develop and stick with a great education plan so you can get where you want to go. All roads begin at Northwest State.
As the baby boomer generation tires of traditional send-offs, funerals are becoming increasingly more personalized. People are pre-planning their own remembrance gathering. Pre-planning is easy and will pay off both emotionally and financially for you and your family. Plus allows you more control over your last hurrah. At Krill Funeral Service, we're not just funeral directors. We are experts at helping hearts heal. They say there is strength in numbers. In Bryan, we have always taken pride in supporting our Golden Bear student athletes in all of their sporting endeavors. The Bryan Athletic Boosters now have a chance for you to get into the game. If you're Bryan proud, it's time to become Bryan strong. Whether you were a BHS athlete, are raising a BHS athlete, or just love supporting our Bryan High School athlete, this is your chance to be part of the BHS sporting community. Talk to any board member today on how easy it is to join, or contact us at 419-636-4536.
Tonight's broadcast of Golden Bear Sports is proudly streamed by BMU Cable and High-Speed Internet. BMU is your hometown local provider for digital HD cable and high-speed internet. Call BMU today at 419-633-6100 or visit us on the web at cityofbryan.net. Go Bears from all of us at BMU.
It's been said a million times, there's nothing in the world more important than family. We understand that at Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Our entire staff is like family to us. They are some of the most caring, thoughtful, and dedicated people in our industry. In fact, our newest members are part of my family. When the time comes for your family to say goodbye, remember our family, Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, in Bryan, Sherwood, West Unity, and Hamilton.
Welcome back, everyone, to this edition of high school basketball on the Golden Bear Sports Network. We will now turn it over to the PA announcer for the announcement of the starting lineups.
For tonight's game, our officials this evening are George Thompson William Bell, and Kenneth Penn. In order to make tonight's contest as enjoyable as possible, please represent your school and community in a positive and respectful manner. That means follow the rules, speak and act responsibly, and show courtesy and respect for your fellow fans, the officials and coaches, the administration and authority figures, and of course, your team and opponents. Let's make tonight's contest great, and remember to respect the game. Now let's meet the players in tonight's game. First, the visitors, the Archbold Blue Streaks. A 5'10" senior, number 2, AJ Mankey. A 6'1" senior, number 10, Jaron Williams. A 6'1" junior, number 11, Elijah Zimmerman. A 6'4" senior, number 13, Austin Winkin. And a 6'5" senior, number 23, Rigo Ramos. The Blue Streaks were coached by Joe Frank and assisted by Mike Kennedy.
That. A little something different.
And now the starting lineups for your Bryan Golden Bears. A 6-foot junior, number 2, Connor Arthur. A 5'11" senior, number 11, Connor Jerky. A 6'6" sophomore, number 12, Titus Rohrer. A 6'3" junior, number 20, Caleb Zuber. And a 6'5" senior, number 32, Connor Lemon. The Bears are coached by Brandon Fisher, assisted by
And there was the starting lineups just announced, and of course we had the students all out forming the tunnel with the Northwest Ohio Athletic League all-team shirts on.
Yeah, all sports champions. Both the boys and girls last year were all sports champions. So
it's going to be Titus Rohrer to tip off against Rigo Ramos. Golden Bears looking for a marquee win. If they win this one, they'll get it. Archbold has not lost yet, and they'll have to redo that one. And now we are underway. That ball out of bounds off Archbold. Touched last by Austin Winkin. Archbold likes to play a lot of man-to-man defense, but they do go zone every now and then. Here's Connor Arthur trying to get by everybody. Shirky the drive, late kick. And back outside to Rohrer. Both Shirky and Rohrer had some good looks, did not pull the trigger. Missed shot inside by Arthur. And back the other way come the Blue Streaks. And the bucket goes inside for Elijah Zimmerman. He was wide open down the floor.
yeah, I don't know how they missed him. He was streaking down the left side of the court, and nobody had him.
Rohrer looks inside. Shirky is down there in the low block. He's got Mankey on him. Shirky on the drive off the screen. Too strong off the glass. Rohrer with the putback. Titus Rohrer ties it up. Well, we knew they were going to get it to those big men at some point in the game. Didn't take long for them to do so. Archbold likes to get out and run. They're forced to get into the half-court set here, and Mankey with the miss from 3. Shirky going to slow it down. A good job by the Blue Streaks getting back on defense. Lemons just inside the three-point line. It's short. And the rebound eventually pulled down by Ramos. Back the other way comes Williams. And he has to kick it back out. Ramos, a long three. That's short. Arthur looking for the blow-by. Puts it home.
Nice move by Connor Arthur to just get past the Archbold defender and lay it up with the right hand.
And Bryan has the lead for the first time in this game, 4-2. Still got a lot of basketball to be played, though. Bryan will set up in the zone, a 2-3 look. Williams, the late feed and the bucket inside. And that was...
Austin Wimpkin.
It was
that up.
I think that might have been Ramos. Looked like... no, it was Wimpkin. Number 1-3 instead of 2-3. We're tied again at 4. A lot of basketball left to be played. Shirky trying to get Mankey away from him. Fans down below us were calling for a push-off. Rower couldn't get it to go. Ramos on him the whole way. There's Williams, late feed. Lincoln with another one.
Boy, he is in the right place at the right time, isn't he?
He sure is. Has been the last couple of possessions. Arthur looking for another blow-by. That time the help side defense slowed him down, and Mankey forces the turnover.
That'll be the first Bryan turnover of the night.
And a timeout. And we'll see how long they give him. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll stay with you. And obviously, it's still just a 2-point game, but you hate to have those early turnovers.
Yeah, you do have to. You do. And right now, Archbold's 3 for 5 from the field. Bryan just 2 for 6. They are 0 for 2 from 3 is Archbold. They're out rebounding. The Bears out rebounding them 4-3, and the Bears have 1 turnover. Archbold does not have a turnover.
Well, that last possession, I think one thing A.J. Mankey may have had in mind is, hey, the last time Connor Arthur touched the basketball, he drove to the basket by everybody, and he wanted to make sure that didn't happen.
Yep, absolutely.
The Blue Streaks basketball, they lead it by 2 with 5:08 to go. I imagine one thing Brandon Fisher reminded his guys is, hey, it's close right now, but this is a team that can run away from anybody. Bryan still on the 2-3. Mankey chooses not to pull the trigger. Everything outside the perimeter so far until now. Bucket does not go. That was Wimpkin. And Shirky comes down with the board. Works it out to Lemons on the baseline. He's got Rower posting up, but Wimpkin fronting him the whole way. That's out of bounds. And I think they're going to keep it with Bryan. That was a close call there. Well, we're on the visitor side of the court. We know how the fans over here are going to react.
It was close. I mean, I don't know.
This is Connor Arthur with the ball. Got Rower posting up down low. Shirky, the drive. Almost got by everybody. Second try, that one goes. Connor Shirky with the second chance bucket.
His own second chance bucket.
And that's going to be a foul on Bryan. Brandon Fisher cannot believe it. I think they got Shirky for that one, and they did. And now Reese Jackson will make his first appearance. We knew that Brandon Fisher was going to dig into his bench at some point during this game. He'll likely dig even deeper into it. Still got Adam Queen and Austin Dean available. They're not some big-time scorers, but Austin Dean's played some pretty good defense when he's been in the game so far this year. Loose ball right into the hands of Jackson. Here's Arthur looking to go, gets cut off. Shirky into the lane. And Jackson open. The Golden Bears back it out. Golden Bears 1-1 in league play so far. The one win coming against Swanton. Rower makes his move and puts it home.
Oh, that's a nice move by Titus Rower right underneath. He did a good job of posting up. Nice head fake, put it up and in.
Open along the baseline. Doesn't go. Wimpkin the board. Mankey for 3. In and out. but an offensive rebound by Ramos. And he throws it right off the foot of Zuber. Bryan ball. Did Ramos touch that?
And this crowd in here is electric right now.
Well, he just kind of patted his own shoulder and basically as if to say, yeah, that was on me. That was out on me. The Golden Bears will get the possession. They have the lead. Arthur driving. Shirky into the lane, one-on-one, and a foul.
Wow.
That's Menke who's going to be called for that one.
One team foul apiece. Got to put Shirky to the line to shoot two.
It's the first free throws of the game, really, for either team. The one foul on Bryan was non-shooting. And Shirky with a positive start on this trip to the charity stripe. There's Adam Queen into the game for the first time. And Bryan able to take a 4-point lead against an undefeated Archbold team.
They're going to have to keep it up.
2-3 zone again for the Bears. Open three from the corner, too strong from Williams. Ripped down on the board by Zimmerman. Archbold wants to get out and run. The Bryan zone has really prevented them from doing so. But a good feed inside and a good look as well. I think that was Winkin.
That was Zimmerman that did that.
Oh, you're right.
Winkin was kind of outside, and Zimmerman made a little cut underneath, and they found him.
Queen off the shot fake. Got Jackson posting up inside. Archbold mostly a man-to-man team. And Ramos has been pretty good defender so far in this game. Lets Jackson have the feed, and Jackson puts it in.
That was a nice move by Jackson against Ramos. They could have got him for a foul. He reached in on Jackson. Jackson dipped his head and was able to put it up and in.
Against the 2-3, here's Zimmerman, the kick. Check that was Williams. And Winkin puts it in inside.
He's got 6 already.
Just a 2-point game. Bryan has led most of the way, but Archbold has kept it close, and that's a steal for Zimmerman. Zimmerman past the defenders and puts it home.
Just like that, it's all tied up.
Well, Archbold hadn't been able to get out and run very frequently until that bucket. Jackson in the high post, and Arthur gets it to him. This is Shirky on the drive, one-on-one. Doesn't go, but Shirky will go back to the line.
That's going to be on Elijah Zimmerman. That'll be his first, team second.
Shirky, his second trip to the free throw line already. And the first one is good. Into the game is Lemons, his second time in the game. We'll give Rower a breather. Two for two on that trip for Shirky. Give him 6 points total.
Dean will check in for Shirky.
Austin Dean in the game for the first time today. Bears sticking with that 2-3. It's kept Archbold from scoring frequently on dribble penetration, and they got a little hand check foul there, I think, on Austin Dean.
Yep, they did.
That's only the second team foul on the Bears. And recently into the game was Andrew Hograve. A few of these players from Archbold that you might recognize from the football team, and These two teams played a heck of a ball game on the gridiron earlier this year. Bryan winning that one in the closing seconds. Went down the field in 19 seconds to set up the game-winning touchdown, nearly turned over. And that's Ramos who came up with it, and they get a foul on the Bears.
Wow.
Adam Queen, I think, is going to be tagged with this one.
Wow. Huh.
Two-point lead for Bryan with less than a minute to go here in the first quarter. They like the way they've played in the first quarter so far, but can they play 4 quarters of basketball and stay with the Blue Streaks? Count the basket. Wimpkin puts it home.
That's going to be Dean's second foul. Wow. Cheney will come in for Zimmerman.
Chance to complete the three-point play, and Wimpkin does not, but an offensive rebound by Ramos, and that looked ugly as soon as it went over the head of Wimpkin. He is fortunate that Williams was there. And it looks like the Blue Streaks will hold for the final shot and try to get the lead before the quarter comes to an end. Against this 2-3 zone. Bryan's been able to make it tough for Archbold to score on dribble penetration. Williams gets inside. Wimpkin will try the three. Got it! And the clock expires. Austin Wimpkin now has 11 points.
And that's exactly what Archbold was looking for there. They held the ball with about 10 seconds left. They started running and gunning, and there you go with a three at the buzzer.
Second quarter comes your way after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network. It's pretty obvious that there is a huge inventory of trailers at Jason Deach Trailer Sales in Edgerton. But what you can't see is how many parts they have available. Axles, brakes, doors, fenders, hitches, hinges, electrical, lighting, suspensions, tie-downs, toolboxes, tires, and wheels. If it's a part you need for your trailer, you can get it online or in person at Jason Deach Trailer Sales on the east side of Edgerton.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Back here in Bryan, we're about to start the second quarter. A good possession there by Archbold to close out the quarter. They get the lead.
Yep. And they got the ball to start the second.
Get the lead on the three by Austin Wimpkin. That was the first three of the game for either team. I said that Bryan had been doing a good job keeping Archbold from scoring via dribble penetration, but Archbold have been able to get some dribble penetration going these last couple of possessions.
Yeah, Wimpkin was definitely a key to that. There's another.
There's the blow-by by Williams. He's on the board for the first time tonight. It's a 5-point lead for the Blue Streaks. Can the Bears stay with them? Shirky looking for the dribble penetration. Fall-away jumper doesn't go. And a foul, and that's going to be on Queen. Hograve grabbed the rebound. And it is Queen. That's his second. Cannon Lamberson will come into the game. That's his first entrance into the ball game so far. 5-point lead for Archbold. Bryan did lead for most of the first quarter. Williams, he's fouled. Shirky was on him. And that's going to be Shirky's second foul. That's 3 players now that have 2 fouls apiece.
That is dangerous right there.
Williams Williams at the line. First free throw rings out. And Connor Arthur will come back into the game for Bryan. Second one is good. Williams, who did not score in the entire first quarter, now has 3 points in the first minute of the second. Arthur able to get away from the defender. Got Lemons posting up inside. Now Lemons in the paint. Here's Arthur. Has to give it up back to Lemons. That was actually Jackson who was in the paint. Arthur going to the baseline. Gets cut off. Lemons one-on-one. Can't put it home. Not a lot of easy looks on the interior for the Golden Bears. There's a good look, but it doesn't go. But a second chance as Williams comes out with a rebound. It was Hograve with the miss from three. Stolen away by Jackson. Bryan still has yet to score here in the second quarter, though. Nearly stolen and a foul. And a couple of players make contact. They're going to call that one on Hograve. And that's his first. Just the third team foul against the Blue Streaks. As A.J. Menke comes into the game for Archbold. Suver looking to get it in. Well, defensively, Bryan has held Archbold to just 3 points here in this second quarter so far, but Bryan still has yet to score in the quarter. Jackson backing in, makes a move, gets it to go. Friendly roll for Jackson.
He has really stepped up this year and turned into a great post player.
Zimmerman the feed inside, Wimpkin puts it home. Wimpkin having a heck of a night. 13 points for him.
Already.
11 of those came in the first quarter. Zuber. Now it's Rower backing in one-on-one. Somehow avoided the turnover. Now we've seen that Zuber can shoot from the outside. Has yet to take one tonight.
Bears are looking to work it inside.
The feed to Zuber, a little bit too strong. And now Archbold with a chance to run. Williams gets to the paint and puts it home.
Williams now with 5 on the night.
It's an 8-point lead for Archbold. Bryan had led most of the way through the first quarter, but they've trailed all through the second so far. Arthur out to Rower.
Somebody's got to take an outside shot.
That's Zuber on the backdoor cut. And he can shoot from the outside. Arthur has it blocked. That was Williams who swatted it. Williams looking to run again. Ramos for three, too strong. And the Golden Bears probably sighing for relief after that one. That would have made it an 11-point game. And it looks like Joe Frank will be digging into his bench. Zuber just barely avoids the turnover. He's got Rower posting up inside. Arthur avoids the turnover with Williams on him. Williams has made it tough for Connor Arthur to get much going. It's man-to-man defense. Arthur along the baseline, and that's going to be a blocking foul. 3:41 to go.
That'll be on Williams.
Williams' first foul and the fourth team foul against the Blue Streaks. As into the game comes Ethan Hagens. They get it into Jackson, loose ball, and they're going to call a foul. And apparently it's against Bryan, or did the ball just go out?
I think it just went out. Jackson stepped on the line.
Still an 8-point lead for the Blue Streaks. They've outscored the Golden Bears so far here in this by a score of 8-2, I believe, in the second quarter. Check that. They've outscored Bryan 10-2. Bryan back in the zone. Open at Zimmerman, gets to the bucket and can't finish. Offensive rebound, though. Wimpkin doesn't finish. There's Arthur the other way.
Game's getting super physical underneath in the paint.
Feed to Rower. Looking to back in, draws a crowd. Here's looking for the one-on-one matchup. He got a little more than he bargained for there. Jackson, foul called. And he's fortunate for that. That looked like a turnover waiting to happen.
That'll be on A.J. Mankey. That'll be 2 on him.
15 foul against Archbold. And Hograve into the game.
Very quickly.
Zuver to put it in play. A long inbound to Jackson. Got Rower down low one-on-one.
Oh, nice.
Lately, a lot of times when Bryan's gotten the ball into the paint, they had to face a crowd of defenders. Here's Arthur. Wide open. Jackson hasn't taken a whole lot of threes this year. Rower, tough shot, too strong. Good ball movement by the Blue Streaks. Zimmerman backs it out, double teamed. They get it to the open man, Williams. He's going to try from deep and knocks it down.
8 for him, including 2 threes. And that is making 11.
Bears have only scored 2 points here in the second quarter. They had the lead most of the first quarter. And again, the question is, can you stay with a team as good as Archbold? And they don't call a foul. Zuver was contacted and went down. Could have easily been at the line shooting 3 free throws. Instead, it's Archbold ball on the other end of the court.
It amazes me how often, you know, they call fouls that are very questionable, hand checks, things like that, but when it's a blatant, obvious foul, they missed a block on Bryan down here on Archbold's last trip too.
Screen by Williams for Zimmerman, gets to the bucket and scores. Zimmerman starting to come on strong here in the second quarter. He's got 8. And we're inside the final minute of play in the second quarter. Bryan down 13. It was a matter of can you run with Archbold, and here in the second quarter, Bryan has not been able to, but Connor Arthur's going to go to the free throw line.
That'll be on Higgins. That'll be his first.
And you would think that on this next possession, Archbold is probably going to try to milk the clock down and hold for the final shot, already leading by double figures.
Yeah, that's what they did last time, and they did it exceptionally well.
Missed the first one, and that's Arthur's, well, this is Arthur's first trip to the free throw line. Was the first missed free throw for the Golden Bears so far in this game. 0 for 2. Again, we'll see if Archbold chooses to take the clock down and hold for the final shot. Got a 13-point lead. Wouldn't be surprised if they did so. This is Williams with the ball. Williams was held scoreless in the first quarter, but he's got 8 points here in the second. And the clock now at 7. High screen set for Williams. It's at 5. Williams, the feed stolen away. Zuver, is he going to get it off? He does. but can't get it to fall.
Wow. That was nice defense by Bryan right there to not let him get a good shot at all.
Unfortunately for Bryan, they find themselves down 13 here at halftime after they were able to run with Archbold for the first quarter, but the second quarter started to get away from them.
Yeah, Bears could only muster 2 points in that second quarter. Archbold had 12, and so anytime you do that, very tough to come back from that. So let's take a break, come back with some halftime stats after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
One thing that hasn't changed here at Bryan Ford Lincoln is our commitment to service. It's in everything we do. It's in our mission statement. Our goal is simple: customers for life. Kick back in our newly renovated service lounge or business center. We pick up and deliver throughout the local area at no charge. So the next time you need service on your Ford or competitive make vehicle, come out and see us at Bryan Ford Lincoln and see why we've earned Ford Motor Company's President's Award 7 times running.
They say there is strength in numbers. In Bryan, we have always taken pride in supporting our Golden Bear student athletes in all of their sporting endeavors. The Bryan Athletic Boosters now have a chance for you to get into the game. If you're Bryan proud, it's time to become Bryan strong. Whether you were a BHS athlete, are raising a BHS athlete, or just love supporting our Bryan High School athlete, this is your chance to be part of the BHS sporting community. Talk to any board member today on how easy it is to join, or contact us at 419-636-4536.
The hands-on training and education at Northwest State opens doors for good paying career opportunities with great local manufacturers. That helps me, my family, and my community.
Tonight's broadcast of Golden Bear Sports is proudly streamed by BMU Cable and High-Speed Internet. BMU is your hometown local provider for digital HD cable and high-speed internet. Call BMU today at 419-633-6100 or visit us on the web at cityofbryan.net. Go Bears from all of us at BMU.
The academic advisors at Northwest State are here to help you develop and stick with a great education plan so you can get where you want to go. All roads begin at Northwest State.
It's been said a million times, there's nothing in the world more important than family. We understand that at Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Our entire staff is like family to us. They are some of the most caring, thoughtful, and dedicated people in our industry. In fact, our newest members are part of my family. When the time comes for your family to say goodbye, remember our family, Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory in Bryan, Sherwood, West Unity, and Hamilton.
Back out on the Golden Bears Sports Network, it's halftime. Archbold leads the Bears 29-16. And that, it was a good first quarter, but in that second quarter, Archbold kind of ran away with it.
And Archbold held Bryan to a score of 12-2 in the second quarter, whereas in the first quarter, they kept it with them 17-14. Now, in the first quarter, Bryan was able to play a lot of zone defense and keep Archbold from relying heavily on that dribble penetration and transition basketball, but in the second quarter, as good teams tend to do, Archbold was able to get that transition basketball and that dribble penetration going.
Yep, that first timeout, that first quarter timeout is a great time for coaches to make adjustments, and Coach Frank made that adjustments, and the Bears, just didn't have any answers. They got a couple outside shots, and as a team, they're shooting 56% from the field. They're 11 of 15 from inside the three-point arc. That's 73% close to the basket. They're 2 of 8 from outside the arc, 25%. They're 1 of 3 from the line. They have 14 rebounds, 5 offensive, 9 defensive, and 1 steal, 2 turnovers. Their leading scorer is Austin Wimkin, who is 6 of 8 and 1 of 1 from three-point for 13 points. Jerron Williams is 3 of 4 and 1 of 2 from 3, and he's got 8 points. Elijah Zimmerman is 4 of 6, and he has 8 points, and those are your 3 scorers right now. Rigo Ramos has 0 points, and he was one of their three scorers, double-digit scorers.
Yeah, Austin Wimpkin came into this game averaging 15.7 per game. He's got 13. 11 of those came in the first quarter. Now, obviously, You talk about first half and second half adjustments, and that's what I'm sure Bryan's talking about in the locker room, but obviously they got to find a way to put the ball in the bucket.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're only shooting 35% from the field. They're 6 of 17. They're 0 of 2 from three-point, and they're 4 of 6 from the line. And they have 6 points from Connor Shirky. He's 1 of 2, and he's 4 of 4 from the line. Titus Rohr has 4 points. He's 2 of 4. Reese Jackson is 4 points, 2 of 2. And Connor Arthur is 1 of 2 with 2 points. And that's it for the Bears. Just 16 points they were to muster there in the third quarter. Or first half, I mean.
Bears tried to get something going down low. So far, two of their big men, Reese Jackson and Titus Rohr, have 4 points apiece. But especially in the second quarter, it seemed like Archbold was doing a good job getting some big bodies on those guys.
Yeah, absolutely. The Bears did, just struggled underneath, and then Archbold on the other end was able to put down some shots. And it seems like Archbold can have their way in that second quarter, getting to making those drives to the lane. And that zone, they figured that out, as we said.
We'll see if the Golden Bears can figure it out in the second half. They trail by 13 here at halftime. Back in a matter of moments here on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
When Cameron's family came to us with a plea for help, we put our minds and our hearts into creating a solution. Selfless teamwork made the impossible possible. NSCC really is the heart of education.
For over 40 years, Bryan, Ohio has been home to the only import vehicle repair specialist in Northwest Ohio, Suburban Auto. Whether it's an Asian or European vehicle, Suburban has the knowledge and experience to keep your import or domestic car running strong. Do you have a hybrid vehicle that's acting up? Suburban is your one-stop hybrid repair shop. Don't be fooled by the one-size-fits-all repair shops. There is no substitute for experience. Come see the import repair pros, Suburban Auto.
There comes a time when every family is faced with the difficult choice of aftercare for a family companion. In the past, your choices were limited to burial or cremation. Now there's a better option, Aquamation. It's a gentle, more responsible alternative that allows you to honor the loss of your companion without harming the environment. Aquamation is a simple process similar to Mother Nature's own that allows the family to retain more of their companion's remains. To find out more, call or stop by Creel Funeral Service today.
Keeping children safe on Ohio school buses is a priority for the Ohio State Highway Patrol. This is Lieutenant Bob Aschenfelder of the Defiance Post. Safety on the roadway is a shared responsibility. Even though motorists are required to stop as a safety measure, children should always look both ways before crossing the street and remain alert to any sudden traffic changes. Together, we can make this a safe school year.
They say there is strength in numbers. In Bryan, we have always taken pride in supporting our Golden Bear student athletes in all of their sporting endeavors. The Bryan Athletic Boosters now have a chance for you to get into the game. If you're Bryan proud, it's time to become Bryan strong. Whether you were a BHS athlete, are raising a BHS athlete, or just love supporting our Bryan High School athlete, this is your chance to be part of the BHS sporting community. Talk to any board member today on how easy it is to join, or contact us at 419-636-4536.
It's pretty obvious that there is a huge inventory of trailers at Jason Deach Trailer Sales in Edgerton. But what you can't see is how many parts they have available. Axles, brakes, doors, fenders, hitches, hinges, electrical, lighting, suspensions, tie-downs, toolboxes, tires, and wheels. If it's a part you need for your trailer, you can get it online or in person at Jason Deach Trailer Sales on the east side of Edgerton.
Tonight's broadcast of Golden Bear Sports is proudly streamed by BMU Cable and High-Speed Internet. BMU is your hometown local provider for digital HD cable and high-speed internet. Call BMU today at 419-633-6100 or visit us on the web at cityofbryan.net. Go Bears from all of us at BMU.
The Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Back out on the Golden Bears Sports Network. 29-16, your halftime score. Archbold leads over the Golden Bears. Chris Malenga and Thad Goff with you. And, Thad, Archbold really pulled ahead in that second quarter. It was 14-14 with under 15 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And Archbold drained that three at the buzzer. And in the second quarter, they got outscored. The Bears did 12-2.
Archbold was able to put together a good possession there toward the end of the first quarter, run the clock all the way down and hold for the final shot. Now the Golden Bears trying to get something together and get themselves back into this game.
Yeah, they need to come out strong the first couple possessions of the quarter and then play good defense on the other end. You know, I think they could upset the Streaks, but they're just going to have to play a lot better.
Still down 13. There's still a chance for them to come back in this game. But they're in that second half. Archbold was able to get their transition offense going a little bit more consistently than they were in the first half. And that's common for good teams that know how to win. It's an Archbold team that, yes, they're in the midst of a coaching change, but Joe Frank has experience in this system.
Lots of it.
34 years.
Yep.
He's an assistant with the varsity and a head coach for the JV as well. Bryan's going to get the ball to start the second half. Well, what's at stake for the Golden Bears? If they can win this game, they'll move into second place in the NWOAL standings. But of course, there's still a lot of basketball to be played, especially in league play. Turnaround jumper, Zuver left it a little bit short, and a foul. That was Rower. Nope, that was Arthur. Connor Arthur going back to the free throw line.
That's going to be Jerron Williams' foul. That's 2 on him.
Arthur went to the line once in the second quarter. Able to hit the first free throw there, but he went 0 for 2 on his first trip to the charity stripe. We'll see if he can have a different fate here from the line. Bears didn't get a lot of second chance opportunities in that second quarter, but Arthur is perfect from the line on that trip. A little bit of a press setup by Bryan, and they back out of it. Poked away and a foul.
Wow.
Arthur was hoping that would be 2 points the other way. Instead, he's tagged for his first foul of the game.
I mean, I don't know what else you do. You come in, you steal the ball away. I mean, I don't know what else you do. I didn't see a tremendous amount of contact there.
Ramos to put it in play. And I think we're going to get a discussion between the officials. Did he just signal 2-0?
Yeah, it's not on him. It's on 2.
It was Arthur who came from behind. Did they call it away from the ball?
See what they're talking about.
Yeah, the officials signaling 2-0 to the scorer's table.
He wasn't even close to the thing.
It'd have to be a foul away from the ball if it's on Zuver.
I don't think he knew what he was talking about there. It clearly was whistled and pointed right at Arthur.
This is Zimmerman with a screen up top. Back outside to Williams. Williams, the floater, no good. Offensive board, and Wimkin puts it home. That's 15 for Wimkin.
Got to stop those second chance points, Dad.
Shirky on the drive, one-on-one, blocked from behind, but Menke was on the line. I tell you what, if he wasn't out of bounds, he was awful close.
Yes, he was. And again, that out of bounds line is difficult because there's a little gap, a little spot of floor showing.
Outside to Arthur. Bears forced to work it around the perimeter. The lob inside. Roller could not keep the foot down.
To the Bears' first turnover of the second half. They've only got 4 on the night.
31-18. Bears still do not have a made field goal here in the third quarter. We're about a minute 30 in. Coming up on a minute 30. Knocked away and stolen by Shirky. Gets to the glass and finishes. A much-needed bucket from the field for the Bears. They're down 11. Can they get the stop this time? Gave up the second chance bucket a couple possessions ago. Nearly stolen as Ramos tries to make his move. Wide open outside, Zimmerman. Last second feed, Wimpkin, a little bit short, and a foul. He had 3 defenders all around him, but he's going to the line.
That time they're going to call it on Connor Arthur. Was he around the ball?
I know I saw Titus Rower around the ball. That's going to be Arthur's first foul, and the first free throw is good. From Wimpkin. Within 16 on the night, and a 12-point lead for the Blue Streaks. Making a 13-point lead. Can Bryan get a run going? And a foul called as Shirky goes to the deck.
That's going to be on Nanke. That's 3 on him.
Blue Streaks have just 1 player with 3 fouls or more. That, of course, is Mankey.
Jerron Williams has 2, though.
Get into Rower. He's going to pull up from the free throw line. That's short. Rebound finally makes its way to Shirky. Shirky, the blow by and the bucket.
He's done that a couple of times tonight.
Had a transition bucket. I believe it was on the last possession. The Bears down 11. Good ball movement inside to Wimpkin. Ramos was thinking about it. Zimmerman the drive. And puts it home.
Those are just too easy. He's got 10 now.
Up the floor to Queen. Rower, the pull-up, left it short again. Well, that time he had a defender on it. That was, I believe, Wimpkin, who was on him the whole way. Wimpkin, late feed, and a good one. Inside to Zimmerman for the bucket.
Elijah Zimmerman has been open so much under the basket. They do not have an answer for him. He keeps getting that backdoor cut, just hanging out there.
15-point lead for Archbold, and Zuver will try a 3. That's his first attempt of the game. That does not go. Rower inside. He's fouled. And Titus Rower will head to the free throw line.
That'll be Wimpkin's first foul.
Bears have been solid from the free throw line, but then again, they've only sent 2 players to the free throw line so far tonight.
They're 6 of 8.
Rower unable to connect that time. .446 to play in this third quarter. He's 1 for 2 at the end of it.
Reese Jackson will head back in and give Roar a break.
So the Bears may try to put on a little bit of pressure. Now they'll just let Williams get the ball across the timeline.
They got Ramos
out of bounds on the line. Hograve stepped out.
I tell you what, Hugo Ramos had a backdoor cut, was standing in the middle of the key, and there was nobody near him. You cannot let the 6'5" guy go past you unnoticed.
Golden Bears fortunate, though, they get the turnover. Zuver, tough shot, no good. Not an easy look by any stretch of the imagination. Blocked inside, back out to Williams. Might have been Jackson who got a hand on it. Feed inside, Wimpkin, no good, right off the rim.
Nice rebound by Zuber underneath.
Still 4 minutes left in the third. Bears with some time to cut into this deficit. Can they get a couple buckets to fall here in these next few possessions? Rower will pull up with a hand in his face, no good. Well, Rower's been struggling from mid-range so far. Wimpkin along the baseline. And that's Ramos open for three. Left it short, though. Hograve stepped out. The official was right on it in a perfect spot.
Yep.
A 14-point deficit. Again, Bears still with some time to cut into it. But can they get a couple of buckets to fall here these next few possessions? Shirky along the baseline. He got bumped and a foul. That'll be the fourth team foul against the Blue Streaks. I think they got Hograve for that one.
They did. That's his second.
No free throws for this one. They get it in to Zuver, an open three, no good. Offensive rebound, Lemons blocked. Second one goes. I'm surprised they didn't call a foul on the first one, but he gets the bucket anyway.
Yeah, he got hammered.
Ramos will go to the bucket. Late feed. Wide open was Zimmerman. Dished it off at the last second. No foul call there, but an open three. That's good. That was Williams.
That was a great block by Connor Lemons, but unfortunately able to dish it right back out.
And the lead swells to 15. Arthur, he gets fouled. And will he be going to the line? Call it on Hograve. He is going to go to the line.
That's three on Hograve now.
Arthur, a rather quiet night, just 4 points so far. It's 2 for 4 from the charity stripe. And that percentage will go down. Austin Dean comes into the game. A couple of subs in for the Blue Streaks as well. Ethan Higgins will check in. Back to a 14-point game. Can the Bears get a stop? It's been a fairly low-scoring quarter, and they'll take that as a stop on the turnover off the foot of Hograve.
That's 5 turnovers now for the Streaks.
2.5 to go. Arthur with it, waiting for the screen. He gets one from Jackson. Late feed, that was a tough pass. Zuver had a defender on him the whole way. Shot doesn't fall. And back the other way comes Williams. The runner in the paint, got it.
Well, this is why they're state ranked.
16-point lead. Again, Bryan led through most of the first quarter. When you go up against a team like Archbold, the question is, can you stay with them? They call the foul on the inside. Might be on Wimpkin. There are a couple of defenders there, and it is Wimpkin. That's the 6th team foul against the Blue Streaks. The next one will put Bryan at the line for 1-1. They get it into Arthur. Lemons well defended down low. He had a couple of defenders surrounding him before the switch. And that pass gets away from Rowe. Bryan was looking for a marquee win coming into this game, but they're going to have to fight back from behind if they want to get it. Williams can't hit the runner. Foul on the rebound. Wimpkin came crashing in for that one.
They're going to call that one on Arthur.
That's Arthur's second. Only the 3rd team foul against Bryan. No free throws. Hograve eventually does get it in to Williams. He's got Rower on him. Williams standing at 6'1", and we get a foul down low. They got Austin Dean, I think, for that one. That's his third. Dean hasn't had a lot of minutes on the floor tonight.
I don't know who they're calling. I don't think it's Dean. I think they're calling. I mean, it should have been called on Roar, shouldn't it?
Probably. They have it on Dean on the scoreboard.
Yeah, I know.
His third foul.
That's why he's talking to the official, because he wasn't even in the vicinity.
This is Williams trying to go against Dean. Last second feed. Blocked. Connor Lemons with the block. Turnaround jumper. Arthur just gets it to go. Well, that's 7 points for Connor Arthur. It's still a long way to go if the Bears want to come back in this one. They're down 14 with less than a minute to go in the third. And could it be that Archbold tries to hold for the final shot here? Hograve almost just went for it. But now Williams will let the clock dribble out a little bit.
Now they trap. Oh, he went over the line.
And a foul call.
Wow, they missed him going over the line right there. He went backcourt. It's third for Queen.
I saw Lemons go over the line, but he was defending.
Yeah.
26.1 seconds left, and that's just the 15th foul on Bryan. So Archbold, you would think, would try to milk some more time off this clock to get it into Williams. Williams the drive, gets slowed down by Arthur. Tough catch, tough pass rather. And now down under 10 seconds. And here's Wimkin at the top of the key. Looking for the feed on the backdoor cut. Down to one. They barely get it off, but did not go. He must have gotten that off with a tenth of a second to spare.
Yeah, a tenth of a second to spare. That was close, and 42-28 at the end of three, heading into the fourth quarter.
Golden Bears were down 13. They're down 14. We'll be back for the start of the fourth after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
BMU high-speed internet is now cheaper than ever. Now just $30 a month. That's $100 a year in savings. Get it with BMU Extended Basic Cable for all your sports, movies, and reality shows. Plus local programming, including high school sports and community events. Not to mention a local help desk and support team for when you need them. Now for the fine print. We don't have any. No contracts or hidden fees. Call BMU today at 419-633-6100 or visit us on the web at cityofbryan.net.
One thing that hasn't changed here at Bryan Ford Lincoln is our commitment to service. It's in everything we do. It's in our mission statement. Our goal is simple: customers for life. Kick back in our newly renovated service lounge or business center. We pick up and deliver throughout the local area at no charge. So the next time you need service on your Ford or competitive make vehicle, come out and see us at Bryan Ford Lincoln and see why we've earned Ford Motor Company's President's Award 7 times running.
Ready to start the fourth quarter here in Bryan. Golden Bears trail by 14, 42-28 the score.
They only outscored the Bears 13-12 in the quarter there. So, Bears are coming along. They just need to get some stops.
Got Wimkin posting up down low. They've got Lemons there defensively. The Bears do. Matchup zone here by the Golden Bears. Everybody moving around. Zimmerman looks down low. That ball goes across the timeline for over and back. That one easily was a backcourt violation.
What you got to do, they're doing a good job. They're kind of double teaming the ball. Now you got to hit some shots on the other end.
Adam Queen to get it in play. Does to Dean. Dean out at the point. They're going to call him for traveling. Kind of shuffled back as soon as he caught the ball. I will admit, though, it was a fairly late call. Takes place with 7:26 to go here in the fourth. Bryan led most of the way through the first quarter, but in the second quarter, Archbold ran away with it, held Bryan to just 2 points. Ramos, crowded, throws it away off the hands of Wimpkin.
You know, that's 2 straight turnovers for the Blue Streaks. Bears need to make some baskets here on the other end. They're doing a good job on the defensive end. Got to get it on the offensive end.
Bears had a turnover themselves on the last possession. Adam Queen cutting out to the corner. Now Dean looking to drive baseline, ends up in a tough angle. Lemons posting up down low. They get it to Rower. Shirkey gets the screen. Step back jumper for Shirkey, a little bit short. He was trying to use glass, but didn't really get much of that. Looking for the outlet bucket, and Ramos has it.
That's just Ramos' first 2 points of the game. He's averaging 11.
44-28. Bryan down 16. That's the largest deficit they've faced in this game, and that's just pure miscommunication.
Another turnover for the Bears.
Shirkey cut one way, Dean threw it the opposite way.
That gives them 7.
.6:22 to go. And Bryan came into this game looking for a marquee win. Gonna need to get something going. They want to have any chance of finishing this one on top. Baseline drive, Zimmerman nearly turned it over. Bit of a long three there. Williams splashes it home.
Wow, that's 16 now for Jerron Williams. They just have so many playmakers.
A 19-point lead for the Blue Streaks. Rower sets the screen for Queen. And Archbold seems to have a defender there every time the ball moves, and a shot blocked by Ramos. Here's Williams coming the other way. Back out to Ramos. And wherever the ball moves, Archbold seems to have a defender close by, either to double team or get a man-to-man matchup. Shot doesn't go, but a foul that'll send Wimpkin to the line.
It's going to be on Adam Queen. That's 4 on him.
And Wimpkin, I don't believe, has been to the line yet tonight. Well, he has been to the line, I beg your pardon. Reese Jackson comes in. Seems like Jackson had been on the bench for quite some time.
Yeah.
1 for 2 that time is Wimpkin.
That's an even 20.
There's 5 minutes left to go. Can the Golden Bears put a run together? They have to do it quick. Jackson sets the screen and gets it. He'll back his way in, and what do they call it? Nope, that's traveling. Jackson called for steps. As you can see, Brandon Fisher is not happy about that one.
Yeah. And he's doing everything he can to get a technical right now. They're not giving it to him.
And that's going to be a carry, no doubt about that one. Williams dribbled that one right over top his shoulder. Arthur will try to get it across the timeline. 20-point lead for the Blue Streaks. Here goes Shirkey inside, leaves it off late for Jackson, and he puts it in. A fairly quiet night for Jackson. He's got 6. Menke the late kick. Williams gonna fire from deep. Not this time. Shirkey up ahead, off the hands of Lamberson, and taken away by Ramos. Ramos puts it home. That's just 4 for him.
Every time the Bears score, Archbold answers. Can't cut in the lead at all.
Shirky blocked. Gets it back, though. Back outside to Jackson. Shirky will fire. It's good. And I believe that's the first 3 of the game for the Bears.
They are now 1 of 5.
Timeout called.
It's going to be a full timeout.
We'll take a break while they do here on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
It's hard to imagine that we're beginning another year. At Bryan Ford, we have so much to be thankful for. Our new space provides customers a more relaxing atmosphere to purchase a new or used vehicle. Or wait while our certified technicians get your vehicle back on the road. When it comes to price, every dealer has the same rebates and interest rates, but not every dealer will listen to you and find out exactly what you want and need. So stop by Bryan Ford Lincoln today and let us show you the Bryan Ford Advantage.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
There's still 3:57 to go, but the Golden Bears down by 17. Can they get a little run going here before the game ends? They put on some full court pressure. Williams able to break the press, and Wimkin puts it home.
20 points for Austin Wimkin. That's just too easy.
He's the leading scorer on the season for the Blue Streaks, averaging 15.7. Shirky, a late kick, Arthur, and air ball. That might have been deflected too. Here's Zimmerman. He's going to slow it down. Allow some time to tick off the clock. Largest lead of the game for Archbold has been 20 points, and that's after the Bears had led for most of the first quarter. But again, the question always is, can you run with a team like Archbold? And the bucket inside for Ramos. That gives him 6. As good teams so often tend to do, Archbold has been able to push the pedal down. But Arthur gets to the bucket. That was a gift-wrapped 2 points that Arthur could not capitalize on.
And I can hear the slap on his wrist all the way up here.
Shirky with a good defensive play, but to no avail. Ramos, easy bucket.
He's quietly got 8 points, all in the fourth quarter, basically.
This guy who came in averaging 11 points. Shirky makes his move, draws a foul, couldn't get it to go, but he'll be going to the line. And it's kind of been a forgotten theme, is that Shirky had a, well, we'll call it a solid night from the free throw line, but hasn't been there since the first quarter. Misses the first one. That's why I said it was a solid night, because he was perfect up until that last one.
All the Archbold starters are out. Well, they just did a line change.
(56-33) the score. Second one's good. 14 points for Shirky. He's going to like that total, but he's not going to like where his team ended up on the scoreboard when this game is all said and done. Connor Shirky, a senior. Foul inside, and the bucket does not go. That will send Travis Ziegler to the line.
They said no shot, though. That's going to be on Arthur.
Well, they said no shot, but I don't understand how there wasn't a shot there. But
well,
it's going to be 1-1. It's Arthur's third. Am I hearing the phrase MVP being chanted?
Sounds like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't know who they're saying it for. And maybe Wimkin, because he had 20 points, but he's on the bench right now. First free throw is good, so Ziegler will get another chance. 1 for 2, but an offensive board, and that's Matt Gladio. Sounds like the kind of name you might hear out in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Loose ball, recovered, back to Gladio. No, check that, that's Higgins, and it's ripped away by Arthur. Arthur across the timeline, almost loses his footing. Inside 2 minutes to play. Here goes Arthur to the bucket, left it short, but he's fouled. Well, and I know Arthur's going to get a trip to the free throw line, but that's a couple of times, twice already in this quarter, that Arthur's had the look in close but couldn't finish.
Yeah, shots just aren't falling right now. Bears just 12 of 39.
A lot of the looks have not been easy looks. Archbold has played predominantly man-to-man defense. And they've had a defender on the ball just about every time. Two for 2 is Arthur on that trip to the line. Austin Dean will come back in.
We also have a number 1, who I don't even have, and a 5.
The only 5 I have is on the JV roster. That's Jalen Dameron.
Do we have a 1 on the JV roster?
Nope.
Nope, no idea.
High screen set. This is Hograve on the drive, in a crowd, late feed, and the bucket goes. And that's Ziegler with his first point tonight. .117 to go, spinning in Lamberson, gets it to fall. Hograve across the timeline with Dean on him. Seems like Dean's played rather sparingly tonight.
Well, he's been in foul trouble a lot of the night, too.
Tipped away, off the hands of Lamberson and out of bounds. They get it in to Higgins, in a crowd, can't get it to fall. Lamberson rips it away, but he's going to be called for steps. Perhaps had a little insult to injury, down 21. They turn the ball over right after they're getting a stop.
The 10th turnover. They've taken care of the ball pretty well. Haven't any shots fall.
Shot fake, and there's traveling called on Noah Cheney.
Archbold on the match room. Now there's 10 that way. Student section chanting, let's play football.
They know what happened when these teams met on the gridiron this year. A lot of these Bryan players were a part of that game. I think there's
and then they went
let's play soccer on the other end. I believe that was Dean with the missed 3. That's Hograve with a rebound. Hograve was in the football game as well. He and Noah Gomez, who is on the JV team, but Gomez has not gotten any minutes on the floor in this game. No, not even on the varsity roster. Let's play baseball for the Bryan fans. Well, they're going to play baseball later this year, but here on the hardwood, Archbold defeats Bryan 59-38.
Yeah.
They're just going through every sport in the book.
Well, that's the student section for you. I love the school spirit. So 59-38 your final. Let's take a break and come back with final wrap-up after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
The hands-on training and education at Northwest State opens doors for good paying career opportunities with great local manufacturers. That helps me, my family, and my community.
For over 40 years, Bryan, Ohio has been home to the only import vehicle repair specialist in Northwest Ohio, Suburban Auto. Whether it's an Asian or European vehicle, Suburban has the knowledge and experience to keep your import or domestic car running strong. Do you have a hybrid vehicle that's acting up? Suburban is your one-stop hybrid repair shop. Don't be fooled by the one-size-fits-all repair shops. There is no substitute for experience. Come see the import repair pros, Suburban Auto.
Welcome back, everybody, to this edition of high school basketball on the Golden Bear Sports Network. There is your final, 59-38. Bryan falls at the hand of Archbold. It was a chance to get a big win in league play, but unfortunately, despite a good start to the game, Bryan not able to finish the deal.
Yeah, they trailed 17-14 at the end of the first quarter. They led most of the first quarter, and Archbold hit a three at the buzzer, the first quarter buzzer, to make it 17-14. Then the Streaks outscored the Bears 12-2 in the second quarter. Archbold then took that 29-16 lead into the halftime. Then in the third quarter, outscored the Bears 13-12, and in the fourth quarter, 17-10 to make your final score 59-38.
So the Golden Bears fall to 1-2 in league play on the season. The next league game will be against Delta. That'll be next league home game at least will be against Delta on February 1st. And in the meantime, certainly a lot of regrouping that has to take place, because in this game, the Golden Bears ended up taking a lot of contested shots, and a lot of that is a testament to how good Archbold's defense is. But Golden Bears have probably got to do a good job of moving the ball better and finding open shots.
Yeah, they were only 31% from the field, 13 of 41. They were 12 of 34 for 35% from the two-point land, only 1 of 7 from three, which is pretty uncharacteristic. That's 14%. They were 11 of 16 from the foul line. That's 68%. They had 19 rebounds, 12 offensive, 7 defensive, 2 steals, a block, and 10 turnovers. Their leading scorer was Connor Shirkey. He was 4 of 9 from the field and 1 of 1 from 3 and 5 of 6 from the foul line. 14 points. Connor Arthur was 2 of 7 from the field and 5 of 8 from the foul line. Reese Jackson only had 6 points. He was 3 of 3 from the field. Titus Rohr only had 5, 2 of 7 from the field, 1 of 2 from the line, and Cannon Lamberson and Connor Lemons each had a bucket to make that 38-point total for the Golden Bears. Meanwhile, Archbold on the other side saw 3 players in double figures. Austin Wimkin scored 20, Jerome Williams 16, and Elijah Zimmerman 12 to lead the Archbold Streaks. They were 56% from the field, 25 of 44. They were 21 of 31 from inside the arc. That's 67%. They were 4 of 13 from outside, 30%, 5 of 9 from the foul line, 55%. They had 22 rebounds, 8 offensive, 14 defensive, a steal, a block, and 10 turnovers. And again, Wimkin was the leading scorer. He was 8 of 13 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3, 3 of 5 from the foul line for his 20 points. Jerron Williams was 6 of 9 from the field, including 3 of 5 from inside or outside the arc and 1 of 2 from the line for 16. Zimmerman was 6 of 8 from the field for 12. Rigo Ramos came on late, 4 of 8 from the field for 8. Travis Ziegler, 1 with 3 points. He was 1 of 2 from the foul line. And that really only 5 players scored for the Streaks of Archbold.
Well, for Bryan, again, their next game is going to be on February 1st against Delta. We will be here for that game. But before that, we've got a game on Monday. That's girls basketball. Bryan taking on Southview. And that Southview team, if I'm not mistaken, that's a pretty good team that the Golden Bears will be going up against.
Yeah, they will be. And hopefully that game gets played, because it's supposed to be some more snowy weather coming in, maybe up to 6 inches. So hopefully that game will get played.
Have to wait and see on that. Yeah, we are expecting some colder temperatures in the next couple of weeks, probably up until the 1st of February. But the Golden Bears fall tonight, 59-38. That's going to do it from right here in Bryan. For our entire crew, including Eric Herman in the truck, our producer, and also Chris Malenga, I'm Thad Goff, saying so long from Bryan High School.